problem of Africans should be solved by Africans themselves. Today, let's talk about Pan-Africanism as one of the topics discussed in the African Soft Power Summit. The African Soft Power Summit headed on this day, 25th May 2023. It was a good summit of discussing and putting together the ideas that can boost the Africans to solve their problems. It was called creative innovation in Africa. So in the summit, they talked about three things, among them including solving African problems. It was called Soft Power Summit, so that there are things we need to use as the soft power. They were talking about the climatic change. Climatic change is the major problem the world is facing. Africa is also included. So it is a problem. African people depend on agriculture, where many of them they depend on limited resources of agriculture, because they depend on the rainfall. When rain does not come, so it's a problem for them. To solve the problem, Africans should find the resources, the ways to either cultivate when the rain is there, or even if the rain is not there, so to solve that problem. They also talked about the creative industry, the creative economy of Africa, talking about music, filmmaking, creative drawings, art, like that, and also fashion design. Africans have fashionists, Africans have movie makers, but they are not being supported as needed or as they can. So the problem is, as they said, one of the member of the summit who was invited, the Julia from Ghana, was talking about how Africans have talents, but they have limited accessibility to the capital. That's also another problem. They also talked about one thing. Allow me to talk about this one thing in few seconds. They talked about professionalism in all activities being done. One of the They also talked about Pan-African movement. There was a convention signed in 1988 in Yamoussoukro, it is in Ivory Coast, where they agreed about the Pan-African movement, but it was still in convention. It was still in convention, not put in place. They had the challenges because Africans, they still require visas to move from one country to another country. These mark the idea that Africans have millions, any one African have millions of ideas to implement so that they can boost the economy of Africa, even the leadership of Africa. So that idea is still now not even implemented on the good level, for the fact that they were considering the Africa to be like America. Like American have states which are almost equivalent to African countries. So why not African countries can go together? You move from Rwanda to Angola, from Angola to South Africa, from South Africa to Canada, to Kenya, without a visa free, so that Africans can be one. So to solve the problem of Africa, we need the soft power. The soft power, including this, talked about creating the solution to the climatic change, investing in creative industries, and even boosting our Pan-African movement. Thank you.